So after reading the book, What is the What, I decided to go to Uganda and help firsthand. I figured Uganda was stable enough where my family wouldn't complain or couldn't stop me from going, but yet there was still a desperate need for help. It was very disappointing when I arrived the first time with IVHQ and found out that I was getting ripped off. Because when you go all the way to Africa to do charity work and then you find out that the money that you are given is not going to the charity and you're getting like really lousy accommodations and lousy food, I mean, the food was okay, but I was only getting one meal a day, and then it was peanut butter and jelly or a piece of butter and bread. And for $800, you could be living like a king. And here, this volunteer group just took the money in Uganda. So half the group saw pretty much what I saw. And we decided to go out and just relax for the weekend and enjoy Uganda. And during that time, we went to Chininga Lodge. And that's where we met James. And James inspired me with his story, because here he is an orphan himself. He grew up from the age of 10. An orphan. He was taken captive by a woman when his mother died and turned into like a houseboy, and he escaped, and then he sold tomatoes and he escaped from that man, and, you know, all these people are just basically using him. And so he was making his way on his own in a really scary place, you know. And when I went to the ghetto in Kampala, where he spent some time when he was about 10 or 11, which is the age of my son, it broke my heart, because I could just see my son alone in this place. See the morning sun on the hillside, not living good, yeah, rather white. Amazing how much courage and how like pretty smart and motivated he was to get out of the ghetto, because he saw in the ghetto that really the only future he had was that of a life of crime. Said I'm a living man, I've got work to do. So he decided to go to Fort Portal, where he was originally from. He managed to save enough money by selling shirts, get his mattress on his back, take an 8-10 hour ride all the way to his hometown, you know, and once he's there, he realizes he has to go back to school because he can't get a job. And again, he is very persistent, goes from nonprofit to nonprofit, looking for help. And, you know, he's a 12-year-old boy, he wants to go back to school. And so, finally, after rejection, he meets someone. And this one person helps him a little bit, helps him just enough. You know, here, I guess his allowance was maybe like $10 a month for food for 2 boys. So because pretty soon, he's helping James, and then James reaches out and starts helping other boys. And that's just the kind of person he is. He's just
and the unity we must have to start now. Because, I mean, how long would we have to suffer to just learn these things that we must be united?
That's right.
And he now is 26 years old and is going to college, thankfully, with the support. You just really is blessed. And this is like one person can really transform a person's life in Africa. You know, for a very small amount of money. Probably for the amount of money that you spend on your coffee every day. I mean, that amount of money could be used to completely transform someone's life. So this encouraged me to go back to Uganda a second time to meet the boys that James was caring for, to see the village. because I was a little sheltered in my first experience, being that I was just in the town.
Truly, we're involved in the struggle. So what we gonna do? We gotta make it right for our people, for our forefathers and mothers. That's right.
United.
For the seeds.
We must be united. We must be united.
Spiritual warriors.
So I go to the village and I see how the boys are living, and I really want to do something to help them, and that's why I'm putting a group together, and we're going to go and put solar panels on the house. And you have to think that the people in the third world country, whether it be Africa or India or any third world country you can think of, that they don't have the luxuries that we do, like running water, electricity. I mean, technically, if everyone in the world wanted those luxuries, we would need 6 more planets. 6 more planets. So technically, these people are sacrificing for our comfort every day. So that, and also being able to utilize the Earth's natural resources to help shine some light in, you know, kind of a dark world, I think would be really, really wonderful. So that's my goal, to help James and his village.